So this is going to be your play along lesson for bass for Green Days When I Come Around. Now, I don't have a bass at home, so I'm going to do this tutorial, this play along lesson on my guitar. But remember that your bass is the same as my guitar, it's just lower in tone and sound, and it has less strings, and those strings are a little bit fatter. I'm going to show you how to do this on my guitar, but the lesson translates to your bass. Remember that your bass has the same strings as my guitar, it just has 2 less of them, and they're a little fatter. So you can use this lesson to practice your bass part. So the bass part is going to use just the root notes, of the chords that your other band members are playing. So we'll play those all pretty much with our first finger. You can use any finger that's comfortable here for you. You can even use 2 fingers on a fret if it's easier for you to hold down the note. So we won't be playing chords, we'll be playing notes, just the root notes of each of them. So the root notes that you're going to be using are G, D, E, and C. Again, that's G, D, E, C. Okay, and you can see when I played them with different fingers, just because it's easier sometimes to switch from a first finger up the neck of the bass, towards the body of the bass, by just, instead of moving your whole hand, you can just go first finger to third finger. But if you're comfortable using your first finger the whole way, it's totally okay. All right, so here are the notes that you're going to use in the intro and the verse part of this song. So you're going to use G, and the root note of G, the G you're going to play is your 4th string, the one closest to your head, that big fat one at the top there, 3rd fret, 4th string. Right? So if we count with the bass, it's string. We ignore these 2 on my guitar, and it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4th string, 3rd fret is your G. And it should sound like this. A little lower, but it should match up with this. It should sound nice and big. It shouldn't sound muty like that. If it is, you're not pressing down hard enough. Gotta press it all the way down to the fretboard. If you need to use 2 fingers, put 2 fingers on there, and it'll maybe make it a little bit easier. All right, so our G, again, is 4th string, 3rd fret. All right, the second note that you'll be using here is the D. You'll be using on the 3rd string. So the D is played with whatever finger is most comfortable. I would, just to make it easier to switch, I would practice using your 3rd finger here. It'll make the switch from G to D a little bit easier because you won't be moving your hand all over the place. But if you're comfortable with your 1st finger, move your 1st finger there. All right, so that's played 3rd string, 5th fret. All right, so should sound like this, nice and clear, lower again, because it's a bass, but should match up with this. All right, so that's our D root note for this song. The next note that you need is an E, and you're just going to slide up 2 frets to E. All right, it should sound like this, nice and clean, not muting. If you need to use 2 fingers, use 2 fingers. All right, the 4th note that you will need for the verse and the intro of this song is a C. And the easiest way to get to the C on the bass from here is just to go back down to the 4th string, up 1 fret to the 8th fret. Okay, so again, if your E was 3rd string, 7th fret, your last note in this progression is C, which is the 4th string, 8th fret. Should sound like that. Nice and clean, right? Lower, because it's a bass again, right? So again, the notes that you need: G, 4th string, 3rd fret, D, 3rd string, 5th fret, up to E, 7th fret, 3rd string, and then to C, which is 4th string, 8th fret. Right? That's the whole, all of the chords, the notes that you'll need to play for the intro and the verse part of this song. The second part is going to be two notes, and we're going to play them both on the 4th string, and we're just going to slide up to them. So the two notes that you'll need for the chorus are A, and again that same C. So the notes that you'll need for the chorus are A, which is 4th string, 5th fret. Should sound like this. Nice and clean, no muting. Press the string all the way down to the fretboard. All right, and the second one note you'll need is C. That we're just going to slide up 3 frets to the 8th fret of the 4th string. Should sound like this. Right? So, and that part is going, and so here, the next part I'm going to play is just going to be, this is a verse part, a bunch of times for you to practice to. So try and play along with me. I'm playing it nice and slow, so that you can play along with it. All right, practice switching between them. If you mess up one, it's okay. Don't stop. Find where you are and start back up with it. I'm going to play it a bunch of times together so you have enough to practice with it. All right, so here it goes. This is the verse and intro of Green Day's When I Come Around. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so there's a bunch of verse parts. You can rewind that part of the video to keep practicing that part. Okay, so the next part I'm going to give you a play along for is just the chorus part. So here is what the chorus sounds like on your bass, even though yours is going to sound a little different because it's a bass and not a guitar. So remember, it's A and C. All right, A and C. So 4th string, 5th fret, 4th string, 8th fret. So here is your play along for just the chorus part of this song. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, three, four. that's a bunch of chorus parts for you to practice this song. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play one progression of the intro, verse, and one intro part, one verse part, and one chorus part. The intro part, I'm going to play 2 progressions. The verse part, I'm going to play 4 progressions. And the chorus part has 2 progressions. All right, that means if we're playing the same part, the same chord progression for the intro and the verse, it's really the same chord progression 6 times in a row before we switch to the chorus, which we'll play twice. So here is how it will sound with just an intro, a verse, and a chorus with your band. This is your part. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. We're going to switch to the chorus. So that is the intro, verse, and chorus for you to practice along to. So you can practice that whole part just by along with this video by rewinding this video. So practice along with that part. That's your bass tutorial for When I Come Around by Green Day.